Can you still become a millionaire with APTOS? Let's have a look. Hello and welcome. My name's Jack, and I've been living my childhood dream of travelling full time for 5 years and counting. I make videos that give you investing information that you can actually use to make real money and avoid those horrible losses. Hit subscribe now, and I'll help you stay on the right side of the market consistently over time. Subscribe. In this video, I'm going to be covering a price prediction for APTOS, but at the end of the video, I'm going to give you something that none of those other YouTubers are giving you. Most of these YouTubers, right, are giving you these crazy high price predictions, but aren't really arming you with a strategy on how to protect yourself if things go wrong. As a result of that, you're left at the end of the day holding a bag that's going to zero once the market turns against you. So I'm going to show you how you can actually protect yourself if things go wrong. So make sure you do stay until the end. Okay, into the charts we go. So firstly, I'm going to actually show you the methodology here. How can you actually get real price predictions that are actually kind of reliable here, right? So I'm going to show you how I do this so you can do this even without my guidance. So what you're going to do is you're going to get whatever altcoin you want, and you're going to get the Bitcoin pair on the screen. So in this case, we've got APTOS divided by BTC. Okay, now what you see here is then this chart, and basically, as I said there, this is the APTOS versus the Bitcoin. So this is the APTOS Bitcoin pair. And what we look for, guys, is that we look for the key pivot points from the last big move. And once you've found that level, it means there's a very good chance that the price is going to come back to that level, and that will act as the overall market cycle top. And you can see the last time this happened was here, and this basically predicted where the rally was going to end here in April of 2024. And in fact, that was also the top of the USD pair. And I know a lot of my subscribers don't care about the Bitcoin pairs, but you needed to actually find the USD top, because you see this top here that we had that was predicted by this level here in March of 24. If we look at APTOS USD, that gives you that exact local top here. Okay, so this is really powerful. And what you look to do is that normally when price has made a macro pivot here, the price usually comes back to it. If we look at a prior example, let's see if we can find one. I think ADA is a very good example. Yeah, so this is, let me just get another one, ADA BTC. Yeah, so here we have ADA BTC. Let me just tidy up the chart a little bit there. So here we have ADA BTC on the screen right now, and you can see how we made this high at the top here at the end of the bull market in sort of 2017. We had the bear market year, and then look where we came. Look where we ended up topping. We ended up right back at this level here. That was the macro top for the next cycle, and it was predicted by simply looking at this pivot point, right? And this is what we look to do on other altcoins, and this is our strategy that we use for actually getting these price predictions. You learned something new in this video? Take 1 second right now to hit subscribe so I can help you in the future. So now that you know how to do it, let's talk about the actual price prediction for APTOS. So I've chosen this level here, which I believe is going to be the pivot that APTOS does return to in this cycle. And what we do then is we look at where this level is from today's price, and we take a percentage from today's price to that level. And that from here is a 500% gain. Now, to get our price prediction, I simply take that level, take that percentages, that 500%, and put it on the chart of the dollar pair and see where we end up, right? And this brought us to this level here, which is approximately $32, okay? And this is an interesting level actually, because this also is a Fibonacci level. So you can see here from this high here down to our low here as well, gives us, in fact, it perfectly marries up with the 1272 Fibonacci level. And if you know anything about Fibonacci, you will know that these price projections are very good indicators of potential places for the price to actually top. So the fact that we have the Bitcoin pair topping out at this level and also have a Fibonacci level here, that signifies to me that there is a good chance that this could actually be the price prediction for APTOS in this cycle, which is basically approximately $30. So now let's talk about how you can actually protect your capital here if things go wrong. And guys, I would say this is probably the most important part of this video overall. It's great having these optimistic price predictions, but at the end of the day, if you lose your money, you're out of the game. So we need to talk about how we can stop that from happening, because anything can go wrong, guys, at any point in time. In fact, if there's one certainty in the markets, it's that things will go wrong. So we need to prepare ourselves on how to actually deal with this. And for me, we're talking here about an exit signal, how you can get out to protect yourself from catastrophic loss. And with exit signals, it's very good to have a binary event, something that there is no real subjectivity about it. It's just a black and white event, and either it is or it isn't. And one thing I like to do is using a breakdown of the EMA band here on the 2-day time frame. And this historically has been a very good signal on keeping you out of these macro downtrends. So let's just talk through the signal. So the signal here, guys, is whenever you see the price durably break below this EMA band here on the 2-day time frame, that is your signal to get the fuck out and save your capital, because very often across the board on any altcoin, sort of drawn out downward period follows. In fact, let's just walk through a couple of examples here. In fact, let's go through every example in APT's history. So you can see you got the durable breakdown below here in March of 23, and that saved you from a 58% loss. The next time it happened was here. You got the durable break below here, and that saved you from a 51% loss. The next time it happened, there was one fake out here, right? But it wasn't a durable breakdown. Okay, this was sort of a nip down, back up. So that was not really a signal at all. The next durable breakdown here was in December of 24, and you can see protected you from another 60% downside. So basically, every time this has occurred, except for a couple of false signals, has saved you from catastrophic loss. And this, guys, is how I keep myself on the right side of the market, how I always have capital ready to deploy at these lower levels, is because you use indicators like this just to keep you safe. And it isn't rocket science. You don't need to be an expert trader. You're literally following a stupid line on the chart. Like, it's really not rocket science. But I guess us as humans, we're very difficult. We just make things difficult for ourselves. But I'm trying to, using signals like this, you can try and tip the scale and make things a little bit easier for you. So guys, it has been a pleasure presenting this video to you. If you got some value from it, please do consider hitting the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.